Hello, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Dr. Ezekiel Olagunju. I am your language doctor. If you are watching this channel for the very first time, don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the bell button. You can also drop your questions in the comment section. So, let's go. We want to talk today about where you come from. That is, how do you ask somebody, or how do somebody ask you and you're able to answer? Where do you come from, or where are you from? How is it said in French? Okay, so I'm going to say it now and then we explain. To ask somebody, where are you from, or where do you come from, you say, d'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? Where do you come from? To ask somebody for this question, the verb must be used, a particular verb must be used in its conjugated form. And the verb is venir. Venir. And that simply means to come. Venir, to come. You see the conjugation? Remember the word, we keep on repeating it. Conjugation simply means you break down the verb to agree with the personal pronoun. So, let's do it. Je viens. Tu viens. Il vient. Elle vient. Nous venons. Vous venez. Ils viennent. Elles viennent. Okay, with that knowledge of that verb, that you can conjugate it correctly, now it's easy for you to now understand how to ask somebody, where do you come from? Okay, d'où viens-tu? There you see D apostrophe O U, and then there is a mark on that U. We call that one accent grave. That's the name of the accent, but it doesn't matter. Here it simply means where, and that is do. Okay, we explain the abbreviation later as we continue in other studies. So for now, just know it. Do, that is, where do you come from? Okay, we have do, where. Vien comes from the original verb, venir, to come. And then we have tu, which is you. So, in English, where do you come from? I repeat, d'où viens-tu? Where do you come from? And then the answer is, we're still using the same verb, je viens de. And then you mention the name of the town or the city that you come from. So, d'où viens-tu? Now the response, je viens de Paris. I ask the question again, d'où viens-tu? Now the response, je viens de Paris. I come from Paris. I come from Paris. And then you can put different names of towns or cities after you have said, je viens de, je viens de. Je viens de Paris, je viens de Berlin, je viens de Lagos, je viens de, just mention the name of the city, of the town, or the village that you come from. Okay, now but there's a little difference. If you want to say, I come from France, it's a big difference. And what is that difference? Instead of saying, of course, if it's a city, you say, je viens de Berlin. But if it's a country, you say, je viens de, and then there must be an article before the name of the country. So, for instance, je viens de la France. Je viens de la France. There is the la there, which is the article for France. France is feminine. Okay? So, je viens de la France. And then, you can, if you want to say, I come from Germany, the French word for Germany is Allemagne. So, and it also has an article. So you say, je viens de l'Allemagne. Why is that apostrophe before the A? It's simply because the two vowels are meeting together and one is giving way, that of the article is giving way to the A vowel that is in front of the country. So we have, je viens de l'Allemagne. Or you want to say, we come from Germany. Nous venons de l'Allemagne. Or you want to say, you come, plural form now. You come, or respect form, you come from Nigeria. You say, Vous venez du Nigeria. Why is it do again? In one we have dola, in another one we have dol, and this other one we have do. Well, the one we have la, I've explained it. France is feminine. And the one we have do, Nigeria, is masculine. So we have do plus lo. The two will come together to form do. So you have vous venez du Nigeria. And then we can also say, if somebody wants to talk about somebody coming from America, ils viennent, they come. Ils viennent, looking at the table of conjugation, ils viennent des États-Unis. Ils viennent des États-Unis. So you are going to repeat after me now. D'où viens-tu? Say it. D'où viens-tu? Where do you come from? Thank you. Je viens de Paris. Say it. Okay. Je viens de Berlin. Okay. Je viens de Lagos. Okay. Je viens de la France. Je viens de l'Allemagne. Je viens du Nigeria. Je viens des États-Unis. Okay, and then, somebody is asking you, where do you come? D'où viens-tu? D'où viens-tu? And I told you, as we progress, we talk about informal, and then we talk about formal. If the person you are talking to is not your mate, somebody you want to respect, there's a gap between you and the person, instead of saying, of course, to a colleague, you say, d'où viens-tu? But the formal one is, d'où venez-vous? We're going to repeat it. D'où venez-vous? D'où venez-vous? Okay, we repeat it together now. D'où viens-tu? Okay, d'où venez-vous? Okay, so after the person has asked you, where do you come from? And you have answered, je viens de la France, or je viens de Lagos, or je viens de... And then you just mention where you come from. It is normal for you to also ask the person, and you, and how do you say that? Et toi, if it's a colleague, if it's a friend, if you are familiar with the person. And if it is respect form or the formal one, then you say, et vous, and that simply means, and you. So I say and you now in the two forms, informal and formal. Informal, et toi, formal, et vous. Okay? So, remember, these are just the ways to ask and to say where you come from. I'm going to give you an assignment before you go. And the question I'm going to give you, you have to give me the answer straight away now. And the question is, d'où viens-tu? What's the answer? Okay. Je viens de Berlin. Or what if you say country? You want to tell me you come from France. Let's use the former one now. D'où venez-vous? What is your answer? We want to say, I come from France. Okay? I ask the question again. D'où venez-vous? Ah, je viens de la France.